Good Saturday, everyone. Looking at our convective outlook for this morning, we see just to our north, believe it or not, there is a marginal risk for severe weather. Now, that's up across Indiana and portions of Illinois, so we don't have to worry about that. But I thought that was interesting that it is kind of close, but we're safe. We don't have anything to worry about today. And looking at our Upper Cumberland Federal Credit Union weather headlines, a nice weekend in store for us. Above normal temperatures still expected next week, and normal for this time of the year is about 77, 78 degrees. So we're going to be above that next week. And unfortunately, there's no rain in sight. Premier Generators brings us our level of concern. As you can see scrolling there on the bottom there, we have no weather worries for our Saturday. Clearview Closeted Blind brings us our 5-day forecast and mostly sunny skies for our Saturday, highs in the low 80s. A few clouds tomorrow, which will keep our temperatures down into the lower 80s, closer to around 80. And then Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, we're in the low to mid 80s and a few clouds in the sky on Tuesday and Wednesday. I think Monday will probably be a sunnier day, but all 5 days are looking dry. And so what does it matter if there's a few clouds floating across the sky? Premier Generators bring us our severe weather threat outlook. Not looking for any severe weather for the next 5 days. Now, the tropics. You see that orange shaded region pretty much halfway between us and Africa, the United States and Africa, I should say. That is now a 50% chance for developing into a tropical system. But as you can tell by that orange shading, which I know is kind of maybe a little hard to see there, but it kind of points north and then kind of has a northerly component to it toward the end of that path there. And that's just an early indication of what the Hurricane Center is seeing, and what the rest of us are seeing is that guidance is suggesting that that system will curve out to sea. But we'll track it very closely and make sure it behaves and does what it's supposed to. Weichert Realtors brands our extended threat outlooks. That tropical system will not be an impact on next week's temperatures. We will be above normal without any tropical influences as it looks right now. On this day in weather history, brought to us by Bramble Travel, 1979, Nashville records a little over 6.5 inches of rain as the remnants of Hurricane Frederick strike the mid-state. Remember we talked about Frederick, the big hurricane that hit the Gulf Coast on yesterday's date in 1979. By today, it had made it up into Tennessee. Rainfall intensity records for 3 hours is set 4 inches in 3 hours. That's a lot of rain, folks. It's the greatest one-day rainfall ever recorded in September in Nashville. 1988, Hurricane Gilbert smashed into the Cayman Islands, and this was another big one, packing winds of 175 miles per hour. The barometric pressure was 26.13, which was a record. That is crazy. That is an all-time record for any hurricane in the Caribbean, Gulf of Mexico, or the Atlantic Ocean. Overachiever he was. Gilbert covered much of the Gulf of Mexico, producing rain as far away as the Florida Keys. Gilbert was a big one. You folks have a wonderful Saturday and keep looking up. For even more weather information, just go to meteorologistsmart.com or download that Meteorologist Smart app.